Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Gonzo Ewok after a short hiatus for an episode of Prison Architect. You gotta say anything, Gonzo?
Only that was a terrible intro. One, you called with a Gonzo Ewok. Didn't mention channel. Two, you didn't let me do our customary "I'm Gonzo."
Okay, we'll start again.
And you are Ewok. No, we're recording. Right, this is it. We're going.
Hello, welcome to the Gonzo Ewok channel. My name's Ewok.
I don't like that.
He's Gonzo.
I am Gonzo. Okay, right. Enough of that. We've botched up. We'll make good of a bad situation. Welcome back to Prison Architect, episode 12, I believe this is. Apologies in advance, we haven't had a video out for a couple of weeks. I'm sure if you follow us on Twitter or Facebook, you'll have seen I had a baby at the end of March, and I haven't slept since. So it's been quite difficult to try and find time to record, as lovely as it is. However, it's a nice Saturday morning, fed the baby is asleep and with mum. That means that I've came across the Ewok's house here and we're doing a little bit of recording. So,
I did contemplate doing some solo recording of Dark Souls 3, which I've been playing a lot lately, but I figured watching me die over and over and over and over
swearing
again
at your computer
wasn't going to be that much entertaining. Maybe it would for the first couple of times, but you know.
I've still got like about a week and a half's worth of paternity leave before I go back to work, and I'm still thinking of doing like a little sort of solo recording bit. So I've started playing RimWorld, and I'm thinking of doing like a few episodes of that, because that's quite good fun, quite chilled out. But anyway, we're not here to talk about RimWorld either. We're here to talk about prison. So
last time we played, you said you were concerned about the finance situation and you wanted to build money.
Now, we did get a good tip from ASMR Gaming, I think down in the comments of the last video, about we could chop down some trees. So we might look at doing that to see if we can get some cash. However,
I think she also pointed out that you could group sell all of the wood, whereas you did it manually one by one last time.
But you would think that really, if you've watched a few of our videos, you should learn by now. I'm not very good. I mean, you saw how long it took us to work out how I didn't have to automatically have lights being put in these places. So what we want to do is we want to get four more cells. We've got the cash to do that, I think.
And if you can do that before dawn,
we'll have those ready in time for the whatchamajigger.
The prisoner intake.
That's the one. So 4. We'll get some toilets.
Now you were saying that the prison was starting to become relatively self-sustaining, and we didn't feel like we had a great deal to do before it was ready.
This is right.
Now, we do have a bit to do now. Once you've done this, why don't you show the people what the utility screen looks like over that shower block?
Yeah, we'll literally load it up 2 minutes before recording to have a look.
Look at that.
There's been a new update in the game. Hot water is now a thing, and as you can see here, it's flashing up saying these need hot water.
As do the sinks,
the radiators
and stuff like that. So it's not as simple as just connecting them by different pipes. There are different pipes. Also seems to be hot water pipes. There's also a water boiler, which is great. Which presumably, I don't know, do these have to be on a completely separate system? We don't really know how to use it yet. It needs to be powered, apparently. It costs a lot of power.
Usually,
I imagine you'd have like the cold water pipes going into there, into the water pump station, and then maybe a hot water pipe coming out. I don't know. Or does it have to be a completely separate system?
I'm going to pop one down and I'm going to see if I can wire up something. Just grab the hot water and run it to the radiator and see what happens. Plumbing isn't my strong point, although actually in real life I've had to replace a stopcock in my house and a tap with a screaming baby in tow.
That's in VQ level 2 stuff.
I know, aye. So we're going to put one of these down. It's 500 quid, but we're going to need one. My understanding is the showers are kind of like an optional extra. It's a bit extra comfort for your prisoners. But now that we're actually... What's that? What's that? A box?
It's a box. I suppose having cold showers will probably make them a little less rapey.
You would think, or maybe the hot water will inflame the ardour, send them nuts with lust. Maybe it'll actually increase rapes. So we'll get these cells done. We'll put the boiler down. We'll see what the state of play is with that. Depending on how long we'll go with this episode. To be honest, the prison's kind of run its course. I think we were saying that at the end of the last one. We have hit that state of equilibrium. So what I'm thinking is maybe if I can complete this, we'll turn one of these cells into an opening, one of these cells into an opening, leave an opening up here, and then make this the new yard. And then I think that would be quite a nice sort of completed prison.
Self-sustainable, good, decent capacity.
Aye. Now I've built a room here with a guy walking around and there's nothing in it.
Oh, I can't remember what you were going to put there.
Me either.
And you built it for a reason. Was that not going to be the parole office? Wasn't that the parole office? Didn't you build that? Have we like rolled back on the save a little bit? I think you built the parole office there. I thought you built the parole office there. Never mind. If you haven't got a parole office, I think that's what it was for.
Aye. So, parole. It's a nice easy one to fix.
Maybe you never got round to it. You put the guard in patrolling it, but never got round to actually. It's an armed guard as well. You've got an armed guard patrolling an empty room.
Of course, because if somebody kicks off, you just bolt gun them in the head with a shotgun.
There we go. That's what you want.
So we've got that set up.
And a light.
Oh, you want the lights in there as well. The moon on a stick is what you want. That sounded like a new... They need door sound effects as well.
Possibly, but I doubt people can hear them because of the way we've got the recording set up.
If you're playing Prison Architect, tell all those new sounds for the doors, you might not be able to hear them on the video, but I would be curious to hear. The other thing that I was noticing there before, phone tap, costs £1,000. Put it in the security room, operated by a guard, monitor all outgoing phone calls made by inmates, giving you vital insights into planned illegal activity.
I don't think that's new.
I think I've never seen it before.
You could tap phones before. I'd never done it, so there you go.
We're having one of them. We are definitely having one of them.
Money's tight, you know.
I don't care. We're having one of them.
It's kicking off. It's kicking off.
Why is he injured? Where's it kicking off?
Right there. I think he kicked the shit out of your guard, and your guard ran away.
Right, go and do something to him. Search prisoner.
Well, he's injured, so I say you throw him into solitary without any treatment.
That's not very nice. He should still get some treatment, I think. Get him searched. Search his cell. What are you up to, you little shit? So your band was playing in Newcastle last night.
Yes,
at the Dog and Parrot. I came along to see you and to wet the baby's head.
You're getting uncomfortably close to our real life situation.
I know, but it's worth sharing these things. I think when safe company with our viewers here.
I will say that you were great company.
Thank you.
And you were a terrible navigator.
How's that?
Well, I don't often drive around the city centre, so I knew how to sort of get in there and get to where we needed to be. But getting out was a bit of a challenge. So I asked you, can you just direct me out of the city centre so that I know where I'm going? And do you remember this?
I do. It's all flooding back.
Yeah.
Aye.
So you went, go down here, stay in this lane. Right, turn left. And I looked left to see if it was clear to go there, and noticed that you were trying to direct me the wrong way down a one-way street.
That's right. The car veering sort of left and then right, very sharpish. Well,
and then you went, oh no, it's not left, it's straight on. And I went straight on, and we ended up in Newcastle Central Station car park, where we got stuck for about 15 minutes.
Aye, that's right.
Waiting for the traffic to clear. Now, I will say that once we got out of town, you successfully navigated to a kebab shop.
That's right.
The ideal situation would, of course, have navigated us home, but a kebab shop was a good second in terms of desirability.
I'm feeling a little bit ropey. People can probably tell I'm not my usual chipper self. I am a bit rough. I shudder to think how rough I actually would have been if I didn't put that kebab
if it wasn't for that mixed kebab. Pizza on Chillingham Road, there's an endorsement. This episode is brought to you by Pizza on Chillingham Road.
I wish it was, because then we might actually get stuff for free. We should tell them, we'll point them to this video and say, you saved my life that night, pizza people.
It was really good. Did you remember the absolutely mortal guy who came in? I mean, you were pretty drunk, but the guy who came in on his own, hung over the menu.
He was shite.
And then he ordered 2 pizzas and then...
chips and wedges.
Chips and potato wedges.
I asked them about 4 times.
You really want chips and potato wedges? Yeah, chips. But you've ordered potato wedges. Yeah, potato wedges. And do you want chips as well? Yes, and chips.
Right, okay then. I'm getting sidetracked here. Have we built that boiler? Yes, we have. So
it needs power and water.
There's no lights in the utility
It needs
room.
cold water, so I think I was right. You feed cold water in and hot water out. Which kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
We get a large pipe. So yeah, I mean, it sort of looks sort of pipe-ish, doesn't it? So that'll probably be alright, I imagine.
Possibly. I'm wondering if you've connected the water to the right bit.
Who knows?
Because it wants to be connected. It seems to want to be connected to the front of the boiler.
Aye, it's a bit of a strange one. We really should have looked this up. Usually when there's an update comes out, I tend to watch the videos beforehand.
No, you can't cover the whole thing. Just run one going into the front, and then it needs to go into the pumping station as well. No, it's not what you're doing.
No, look, it's working. Look, corner. It knows what it's doing. That's fine.
Yeah, it knows what it's doing, but to me, it looks as though...
That's fine. Look at it.
I'm just guessing. It looks as though it wants you to feed the cold water into the front, and maybe the hot water needs to come out the back.
Out the back.
Because if you look where the big wet dotty dot is...
Look. Here, on this square, you can see here the grey shape. That's for these bits, look. Oh, hang on.
What on earth are you doing? What on earth are you doing, Gonzo?
Look, it's connected. Look, there's connections going in there. Look, they're fine.
So those hot water pipes. Right, the hot water pipes are very narrow. And do you know what that makes me think?
We're not going to have the water pressure to get all the way up here.
I think you need to not put the boiler next to the main water thing. I think you need to put the boiler next to what you're going to heat.
Aye, I think you might be right.
So the showers are going to need their own boiler.
I'm going to run this just as an experiment. Sorry, this is probably an incredibly boring video.
You're spending a lot of money in this experiment when you only have 800 left.
That's fine. We need to see how it works. We need hot water. Now hot water is a thing.
We need to see how it works, but we know that those pipes are similar to the thin water pipes.
No, we know they look like them. We don't know they behave like them. That's an assumption.
I think it's a safe assumption. I think it's safer to make the assumption and to build the hot water thing close to the things that you need hot water for than to think, it might be okay.
They're connected perfectly. Look at that. Beautiful.
Fair enough. I'll give you that.
There we go. Connected. Beautiful. Working. Like a charm. Needs electricity, though.
That'll come.
We just need this little bit. Go on, fix that. Good lad. Right. So, yeah, there we go. There's some water.
Which is wonderful, but
we've now got hot water going through a little bit of water. We don't know how that's going to work, though, do we? And I think if it was that much of an issue, they would have given us big hot water pipes, but they haven't. There's just these ones.
Yes, I think they've intentionally only given you small hot water pipes so that you have to build multiple boilers to cover multiple things.
Well, look, I've got 20 of them. I'm going to run them up here. I've already paid for them. So, run them.
You're going to try and go to the kitchen sinks with them?
Aye. Not that one, though. See if that connects. We shall see. And if that works, perfect. If not, I've bollocksed it. But what are you going to do?
Say I told you so? I don't know.
Okay, if that's the case, I will eat humble pie. On the proviso...
I'll get you a nice fat slice.
No. On the proviso that you eat shit if I am right.
This hardly seems like a fair deal.
It is. I'll eat humble pie. You eat shit. That's what's happening right now.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No, that's no deal.
It is. Hey, I'm cantankerous when I'm hungover. Mind I warn you, I'm handy.
I'm not eating no shit. Especially not your shit after the fucking mixed kebab and bevy of beers you had last night.
It was rough last night. It was all the craft beers. I do enjoy a good craft beer, but Christ, they do upset your guts sometimes.
It's fun being designated driver, mind. Can you remember waving at people?
Unfortunately,
you were waving at people who were on the driver's side of the car, which means you were waving your hand in front of my face.
That'll happen.
Which was a little distracting, I'll be honest.
I'm a happy drunk and a cantankerous hungover person. What can I tell you?
And then as we were driving through the multi-story, the first time I've ever parked in a multi-story, which I found extremely nerve-wracking, I have to say, especially because it was so busy, and you wound the window down at 11 o'clock at night as we were driving out and saying to people, "Have a good night!"
Oh, I can't remember doing that. That's quite embarrassing.
Oh, look. Oh, no. Oh, no, the water pressure's dropped off.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. Look. It's fine.
Keep going up.
It's fine.
No, you're going down. Go up.
Look.
Go up to the sinks. Go up to the sinks.
It hasn't been connected, has it? Not connected.
Yes, it has.
Bullshit. Hasn't been connected. Look.
Oh, okay.
So you
Fair
see,
enough. I was getting my wires crossed, or rather my pipes crossed.
oh, I can feel my bowels moving, Ewok. I can feel my bowels moving something rotten. You got a knife and fork. Nice little napkin to wipe your mouth.
It doesn't mean anything getting them to these sinks. If you can get that pipe...
Oh, look at that. Look at the hot water.
If you can get that...
Oh, it's burning me hands, Ewok.
If you can get that...
It's burning me hands.
Shut up. If you can get that to power that radiator and those showers, then I will accept that they're not limited by water pressure in the same way as the smaller...
Look at it, man. Look, that water's travelled miles. It's fine. Look at that. It's still pumping along like built.
Go on then, connect it to the showers.
Good, you can overlay pipes. Pipes can occupy same space.
Unless it's just replacing them. It could be replacing them. Who knows? Maybe you need hot and cold. It's getting confusing because they look almost identical.
I know the flashing. It's causing us a bit of a head here. It's not really helping me me hangover.
It's causing significant grievances. Right. Is that all of them?
I think so.
What about down the middle? No, you haven't got down the middle covered. There you go.
Right. You know what? They're not ridiculously expensive once you've got them. They're only £4 a pop.
£2 a pop.
£2 a pop, which isn't bad. Okay, they'll get connected up. Don't think we've got any issues with getting in here. No.
They will. Have you got enough for another cell?
Those doors have changed as well. Like the regular doors.
They were regular doors. Oh, you mean just they've changed?
The look of them,
they have a bit.
I
think everything's a little bit different.
It is. It's a bit neater.
Do you think they've done anything with the 3D mode?
Apparently they're working on it. Should we have a quick look?
Yeah, we'll have a quick look.
Got extras. There's that little square that you can't see. Click on that.
Oh, jaggedy. Now, what wasn't in 3D? I don't think...
look, the walls, they've actually added textures to the walls. A lot of the sprites are still flat. He looks incredibly strange.
He does.
But yeah, there's actually wall textures. They're quite good textures as well. Looks a bit like Dungeon Keeper, doesn't it? I think we've said that before. Fences still shit. There's
a lot of work to go, but...
Hey, that's
it is fun looking at it in this mode.
It gives you like a new sense of perspective on your prison, doesn't it?
It makes it seem a little more real, doesn't it?
Aye.
A little grittier as well.
But yeah, I'd be interested to know people's thoughts about RimWorld. If it's a game that you've heard of, fantastic. If it isn't, it's being developed by a developer called Tynan Sylvester, and it looks a little bit like Prison Architect in its graphical style. I'll change this back across. But it's kind of like it's sort of a top-down survival style game where basically it feels a bit like Firefly. It's got that kind of sci-fi western thing going on. You crash on an abandoned planet and you've got to do what you can to survive against hostile natives and animals. Really good fun. But what I'd like to say is that's my thoughts about doing it for a solo series. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to say it.
I've spotted something, pal. For some reason, you're if you go a bit further down on the screen, your camera in the rec room doesn't seem to be working.
There it is. In rec room.
Yeah,
down here.
You've got a camera in there, but it's not giving us any view. It's connected. Is there anyone actually on the CCTV monitor at the minute?
Yeah, there is.
So what's he playing at?
I've got the thingamajig built here. Do I just connect these up, do you reckon?
Connect them both ways to be safe.
Aye. Well, I've got phones elsewhere as well, I think.
Yeah, you've got them in the yard.
Aye, I see them.
So I think this tips the guards off to any contraband that visitors might be bringing in, or chucking over the fence, or stashing in food.
I'm liking
and stuff
this
like that.
because one thing that we haven't done in this prison is we haven't gotten our hands on any snitches. Really, we haven't done anything in terms of confidential informants,
other than let them die.
Well, yeah, snitches get stitches. Everybody knows that. But this might just go somewhere. Although, to be honest, we've kind of managed to take care of a lot of the contraband problem. We haven't seen much contraband coming in for a while.
Well, no, there's still little nooks and crannies around the yard where people can get it. But it was your hope that moving the yard to this centralised location would prevent that sort of thing.
Aye. Okay, that's looking okay.
I don't know if you want to speed time along until the new intake comes in, or if you reckon 775 can get a couple more cells before the new ones come in, just to get a few extra prisoners. More prisoners, more moolah.
Now there's a point. We are going to need those, aren't we? We're going to need those cells up and running.
You've lost a table in the canteen.
I think it got damaged in a fight. I think there was a fight and somebody wrecked the table. It's a good point though. We'll put one back down. Well spotted. It's a bit of a tidying up episode, this, really. The cash that we've got isn't going to be enough for cells, because like the beds are quite expensive. Like, you're talking about a standard bed's going to be 200.
That's fair enough. New prisoners coming in an hour.
I'll drop a couple in just so we're making a start. Toilets 100. I can drop 2 of them in. Cannot afford the doors though, because again, doors are 200. Right. Although, as we say that, cash comes in. Wedge those down.
Let's watch the prisoners come in.
We will. I'll just set the task with getting these built. And then we'll go and see everybody come in. That's not... No, that's... What a waste of a truck to send, like, 3 uniforms on a truck. No wonder the planet's gone to the dogs.
Although, is that visitors coming in?
Yeah, by the looks of it.
Keevel's dead. Darley's dead.
Ah, here they are.
Fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Welcome
Fresh
to
meat.
hell. You know what? They seem to be... Oh no, hang on. Oh, it's flashing. Why is it flashing? Why is it flashing, Gonzo?
I think it's...
Have you run out of water pressure?
I think I've run out of water pressure.
Oh no! Oh dear! What a shame!
I'm saying nothing.
Get you a nice slice of humble pie.
How's that shit that you were eating before?
I don't need to eat no shit. I was right.
Alright, here we'll go. McHaggis.
No. Stop. Admit I was right.
You were right.
Okay, now we can move on. It's kicking off.
That's hardly kicking off.
No, it wasn't just that. There was other stuff kicking off as well.
You had some drinks. You know, and
what else is that? There's drinks there, but what else is that underneath them? Oh, it's gone. Never mind.
Dog's having a good sniff of everybody. I warned you.
It's going to have that wet dog smell now.
Yeah. People complain about that. I don't think that's a particularly bad smell. Oh, Dolly. What have you done?
Well, he's making a run for it.
He was brandishing something. What was that you were carrying? Oh, pardon me.
Was he brandishing it, or was he getting ready to hand it over?
What's Keeble doing? Scissors? What a prick.
Keeble's going to visit, right. Boiler.
Aye, we're going to have to.
Don't pause, keep running on play, but you can put a boiler up there somewhere. Maybe just outside the shower block.
I mean, they're not big.
I mean, you could put one where that workman is, just behind the kitchen sink.
What, in here?
Pop one behind the kitchen sink, or would it block it off? What's that room?
That's a kitchen. This above it, I think, is a staff room. You could put one in a staff room.
You put the boiler in the staff room.
So you know what? We're gonna dump that there. Need water coming into it. Need electricity.
Yeah, but can you cross the hot water pipe over the main water pipe?
Yeah.
Yes, it seems that you can.
So we can connect that up.
And then that should be fine.
And we'll need to connect that up as well. So that's a very cost prohibitive way of doing this.
It absolutely is. Yeah.
Hopefully people will learn from our mistakes when it comes to hot water.
Your
and
mistakes.
Putting it into your own prison. Our mistake. It's a shared channel, shared responsibility. I may have done it, but neither of us knew what we were doing, really. It was a toss of a coin. You were heads, I was tails. This time it happened to have landed on whichever one you
picked. But I like to think I was doing common sense, and that no matter if you did it the way that I was doing it, no matter which one of us was right, it still would have worked. Whereas your way had the opportunity for failure. Those servos aren't opening very quickly. I wonder if the doors are a bit overloaded.
Yeah, I'll get there.
The yard's definitely a bit crowded now, isn't it?
It certainly is. Hello.
Nee.
Need small pipes. And cells. Well, I've got a bed coming into there, haven't I? Yes, we do. Yeah, mate. Okay. Well, this hasn't been quite as quick as I would have liked. I have spent most of my cash again, which is a shame.
What's your prison capacity?
47. Yeah.
Why did we get the idea that you needed to build 4 more cells to get that 20,000 thing? You actually need to build 3. No, it says your prison capacity is 48 now, right? You need 2 more cells to get that 20,000 grant.
Aye.
But you don't have enough to build 2 more cells.
That's a shame.
You don't have enough cash.
If we can get that done by the end of this episode, I'll be happy. You know what we could do?
If you're going to do that, you're just going to have to put it on fast warp and warp ahead to the next day.
Aye, I think you might be right.
Unless you start chopping down trees.
Well, this is my other thought as well. Dismantle them. There's no way of selecting lots of them, I don't think. Let's set the task. Dismantle those. Okay. Aye, we might just have to speed things up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the prison's working. You don't need to do much input at this point. It just sort of runs itself. Are the hot water up and running in the showers now? No. I think what you... Oh, it looks like it is, isn't it?
I mean, is it just flashing through to say they've got water and they've got red stuff? It's a bit confusing, that, isn't it?
It is a bit.
Oh, I see. No, it's because... Look,
the
that one's
installed
on.
Yet.
Aye. Somehow they seem to have lost a lot of the orders to do this, which is a bit odd. So, we have to do that again.
That's it. That's everything,
I
right?
think that is everything.
Didn't cost very much, at least.
This is true. Got the radiator working.
Hey.
Got the kitchen sinks wired up. Yeah, I mean, that's not the best, but you know what? It's doing the trick. They're slowly installing those. I think we're staff, unfortunately, are kind of stretched to the limit right now. You can see most of the guards are doing something. There was a report that said a lot of the staff are exhausted. So there's a lot of stuff happening, really.
You're in debt.
We're making money, but unfortunately we have got outgoings. Some of the reform programs that we've got going on are costing a bit of cash.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy called Tucker. Looks sick of his life.
His surname is Ware. Yeah. Tucker away.
Tucker away. I thought it was going to be Knee Fountain. Tupper Knee Fountain.
Tupper Knee Fountain.
Tupper Knee Fountain. Right.
That was his maiden name. It's Tupperware Knee Fountain.
I love the Tupper Knee Fountains. I'll just... Oh, shit. Whoa, what's going on here?
Somebody's dead.
Right. Who are you? Snitch. A stoical snitch. Oh well. You live by the sword.
I love that fella's...
You die by the sword.
Is that fella just... Is he eating or is he just waving a fork?
He's eating his brains. That's what he's doing. Jesus.
It looks like he's inserted him rectally.
Look at them.
Oh, look, there's a Polaroid. And everyone's sitting around having a nice dinner, which is clearly not what's going on.
Hello, mate. Can I eat your cabbage? Yes,
do you think that's how the fight started?
The planning, the cabbage is this guy's head. It's a model that they're using of this guy's head. So, like, this is where we'll stab him up.
No, I think that's the dead guy stealing that guy's cabbage.
Well,
moments before being inserted rectally.
These things will happen. I mean, it is prison.
The good thing about prisoners dying is that you get new prisoners in and you get the grant for taking them.
This is a very good point. Why can't you build that? Oh, too dangerous. Well, yeah, that's fair enough. Jesus. Oh, there we are. Hearse.
The hearse. Oh, they came quick.
Well, we've got them on speed dial. After the opening weeks of the prison.
You've had quite a few of your fights happening in that cafeteria, like.
I know. I'm tempted to put an armed guard in. Just have an armed guard marching around. We might need one. I mean, I do still want to keep somebody in parole.
I don't think you necessarily need an armed guard in parole, because at most that's going to be one prisoner kicking off.
Deployment. Armed patrols. Yeah. Off there. Yeah, I mean, we haven't even got anybody stationed here. I mean, the prisoners brought this on themselves, frankly.
Actually, the guy in parole is not supposed to be permanently in parole. He's just blocked by walls when he's doing his patrol.
I mean, he's fine where he is. He's absolutely fine. We'll just leave him.
Just walking across the table.
Yeah, he's certain his dominance and his authority on the room.
Do you not think that's going to be distracting during parole hearings?
Or just the guy with a shotgun pointed at your back.
Walking across the table.
No, of course not. It's fine.
He's got evil red eyes. Look at him.
What you forget? I've been to prison. Well, I've visited prison, and that's exactly how it works. 100%. The developers have done a great job of showing armed guards on tables because it's a well-known thing. You probably don't know that if you've never been in a prison before, but when you walk in there, it's just full of people on the tables.
We were skipping forward. Do you want to go back to skipping forward?
Aye.
There's not much you can do with the $11 you currently have.
No, I was hoping I could at least put down the foundations for this, but it might have to wait until next episode, I think.
Yeah, you'll get the...
Hammer.
Well, we're probably getting on a bit, but let's just keep skipping forward. Actually, even skipping forward's going to take a while. We could call it, and then you'll get the 20 grand early next episode.
I think we might have to just do it, you know. Now, what can I do? There's only one... Search the cell block of the log.
No, I think it was was it press Control or press Shift when you click on it, and it'll sell all objects of that type. Something like that. We should have paid more attention.
I wish I had. Sorry.
Well, I read it at the time that we got it.
And said, "Oh, that's a good tip."
And said, "Oh, that's a good tip." But because I'm not playing, I haven't really committed the actual specifics of it.
Well, I am playing, and I haven't committed it to memory either.
But you've just had a baby.
Yeah, this is true. That's going to be the excuse for everything.
Sorry, AMSR Gaming.
But
we do appreciate your comments.
It's my child. But yeah, if anybody wants that tip, because it is quite. I watched the last episode, and it's in the comments.
I watched a bit of her Prison Architect videos. Have you watched her Prison Architect?
I have. I.
She's much better than you are.
She is. She's much calmer as well.
Much calmer. It's quite chilled, relaxing.
Aye.
Not like our videos, which are chaotic and unprofessional.
Maybe that's why she would watch ours. Maybe she's quite calm, and sometimes she just wants to feel really angry. So you just flick on one of these videos and get incredibly pissed off within 20 minutes.
Or perhaps...
What are they doing?
I've got no idea.
What a terrible use of the yard. Just all piled into a corridor. You definitely wouldn't want to be the poor... Oh, Sacriel, look.
What's he done this time?
As we're chatting, off he goes. You know what? I'm tempted just to get one of the snipers and just say, blast them. You know what? Like 3 strikes and you're totally out.
There's a lot of stuff in the library. There's nobody ever in the library.
Attack prisoner, serious injury, murder, found weapons, found tools. What a dick.
Do you know what I say? Permanent lockdown.
Just put him down. The beast. Put him in solitary forever. I mean, clearly, he doesn't give a shit, does he?
Can you deny murder them?
There must be a way. Should get free fire. There must be a way.
Free fire. You clicked free fire. Was that hoping that it would just immediately start shooting prisoners?
The thought did occur to us.
Right, call it. Long video. Video.
Okay.
I think it's a long video.
Thanks very much for watching, ladies and gents. Hopefully it's not been too boring. Unfortunately, we are kind of strangled with the cash, but we'll get a couple more cells built up. Should give us the ability to then finish off this building work up here.
You get 20 grand in. 20 grand's more than enough to at least put the foundations down.
I should think so. So if you haven't already, you can of course drop this video a like. You can subscribe to the channel. You can follow us across on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Gonzo Ewok. You'll find all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching this Prison Architect video on the Gonzo Ewok channel. If you'd like to watch some Geordie Space Program, click the video on the left.
And if you want to watch one of our podcasts, click on the right.
And you can always press that subscribe button. Thanks!